Bolivia is a land where nature and culture breathe as one. Towering Andes mountains, emerald lakes, and ancient villages compose a symphony between earth and sky. Every step here unveils a different world, wild, mysterious, and rich in indigenous spirit. In the heart of South America, this country preserves its untouched soul, as if time itself had stood still. And the journey begins where the ground takes the shape of the moon. Located in the southwestern part of Bolivia is one of the most spectacular natural wonders in the world. There are many different salt flats located around the world, but none have quite the same magnitude as Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni. From its size to its regional significance, Salar de Uyuni continues to fulfill the needs of Mother Nature, as well as mankind. It is a large salt flat that covers an area of 10,582 square kilometers and was discovered by a local Aymara people centuries ago. This white landscape has become one of the top destinations for travelers looking to experience nature's beauty at its finest. Salar de Uyuni, which when translated means salt flat at Uyuni, is quite unique. According to legends, the origin of Salar de Uyuni is far more mystical than the idea that Mother Nature helped to create it. If you ask many who believe the Aymaran legends, they say that the mountains surrounding Salar de Uyuni were gods. Their belief is that the mountains were once people, and that Tunupa Mountain and Cusco Mountain were married. Tunupa at some point deserted his wife Cusco for Cusina. Cusco was left heartbroken, and her tears are what formed the salt flats. There is yet another version of the story believed by many local farmers living along the lake's shore. For them, they believe the mountain goddess Yana Palera was involved with both Tunupa and Cusco. After Yana became pregnant, the male volcanoes fought over who was the father. Out of fear for the child, Yana sent the child away for protection, but grew worried about its survival. She flooded the plain with milk for the baby, and when it dried, the salt is all that remained. In reality, the real reason for the formation of Salar de Uyuni is much less mystical. 40,000 years ago, Salar de Uyuni was covered by Lake Minchin due to having no drainage. The water began to collect from the surrounding mountains. Over time, the lake transformed into Paleo Lake Tauca and other smaller lakes. As the climate changed, the high salinity water began to evaporate, leaving behind the thick salt crust that we see today. Salar de Uyuni is one of the flattest places on the planet, and experiencing standing in such openness is an amazing feeling. On still days, the water turns the place into the world's largest mirror, where it can become difficult to distinguish the water from the sky. Despite the fact that Salar de Uyuni is a salt flat, there is actually a lot more than just salt on the ground. Underneath the thick salt crust that serves as the ground of the salt flat lies a mineral-rich brine. Incahuas Island is located in the Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat, located in southwestern Bolivia. This place is known because it's in the middle of the Salta Flats and for its giant cacti, some of which can reach the 12 meters. These incredible islands that have flora and fauna, it's part of Uyuni Salt Flats, and you must take time to visit. The island was initially called Isla Incahuas, which means Inca house in Quechua language. This name was given by locals due to the belief that this place could be an ancient Inca settlement because it has an archaeological site with pre-Columbian remains. The weather plays an important role in maintaining these enormous plants since there's no rain during most of the year, meaning that water scarcity isn't a problem for them. At certain times during winter months, there are light rains that help nourish their roots and keep them alive. Because this place is such a beautiful area, many tourists visit every year for trekking and camping activities. The total trekking until you reach the top is approximately 30 minutes, although some areas may require special permission before entering due to wildlife protection regulations by Bolivian government entities or private landowners. The travelers usually get captivated by its natural beauty and take pictures with these huge cactuses as souvenirs from their journey around Salar de Uyuni, making sure not to harm any plants or vegetation throughout their stay on this amazing oasis amidst Bolivian's salt flats desert region. The local flora and fauna is also rich in variety due to the environment in Incahuas Island. Mostly consisting of lizards and birds, these animals survive under extreme conditions like intense sunlight and lack of water. And this is also another reason why the giant cacti thrive so well here too. The place offers photographers plenty opportunities for getting stunning pictures while exploring this place near Uyuni Salt Flat region in Bolivia, South America continent. Lake Titicaca, straddling the border between Peru and Bolivia, is one of the most captivating natural wonders in South America. One of the most distinctive features of Lake Titicaca is its deep blue waters, surrounded by the majestic Andes Mountains. The lake's unique position contributes to its significant biodiversity, hosting numerous endemic species of fish and birds. The region's climate supports a variety of plant life, including reeds that play a crucial role in the local ecosystem. For those curious about the region's culture and traditions, Lake Titicaca is steeped in history and mythology. The Bolivian side is often deemed more beautiful than that of Peru, and the ever-present Cordillera Real creates stunning views of the lake. It was home to the ancient Tiwanaku culture. The land was inhabited by the Quechua, Aymara, and their rich centuries-old folk traditions after the mysterious disappearances of the Tiwanaku. The landscapes feel untouched, and the pace is slower. The communities retain a deep sense of cultural pride and continuity. For travelers seeking authenticity and solitude, this side of the lake offers a chance to step into a space where time bends and stories stretch back millennia. Laguna Colorada, Bolivia, is a red-colored shallow salt lake located in the southwest of the Altiplano of Bolivia. It is found at 14,000 feet and forms part of the Andean mountain range. It is conveniently situated only a few hours' drive from Uyuni Salt Flats, and a mesmerizing sight which you will never forget. Laguna Colorada, Bolivia, is very special because not only does it stand out for its miraculous red-tinted water, it is home to hundreds of pink flamingos posing for incredible postcard-like photos. Flamingos flock here for the abundant supply of plankton. There are 6 flamingo species in the world, and 3 of them can be seen here: the Chilean, Andean, and the James's flamingo. The James's flamingos are very rare species and can only be found in the high Andean plateaus. It was rediscovered in 1956 after being declared extinct. It is no wonder that Laguna Colorada was nominated to be part of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The magical red-colored water of Laguna Colorado is the result of red sediments found in the lake. The pigmentation in some of the microorganisms in the water, paired with the red algae, give it its blood-like appearance, which encourages people to travel from all over the world to see it for themselves. The dramatic contrast of the white pools is created by immense borax deposits on the surface of the lake. This is just one of Bolivia's strange and unique landscapes, like the famous Uyuni salt flats, and one of the most impressive colored lakes on the planet. There is not really an abundance of wildlife at Laguna Colorada, which is due to the shallowness of the lake. The very important wildlife that can be found here may be little, but it is vital to maintain the ecosystem. Plankton flushes the lake waters, which serve as rich nutrient food to several bird species that live around here, especially flamingos. The James's flamingo is the most common type of flamingo found in Laguna Colorada. It is special since it is native to the Altiplano area, and they adore plankton-heavy waters. Some other animals you may be able to see are alpacas, foxes, and other plankton-eating birds. Amboró National Park in Bolivia is a special habitat for extensive wildlife due to the fact that it lies within 3 distinct ecosystems: the foothills of the Andes, the northern Chaco, and the Amazon basin. This makes it a must-see destination, as this diverse biodiversity of 3 environments coinciding cannot be experienced anywhere else in the world. With almost 3,000 different plant species, Amboró National Park is one of the world's most botanically rich national parks. It owes this authentic diversity to the variety of ecosystems which include lowland forests, palm forests, tree fern forests, cactus forests, tropical forests, and the cloud forests. Amboró National Park is conveniently located only 40 kilometers west of Santa Cruz, which won't drastically affect your travel itinerary. If you are seeking a natural getaway from city life, Amboró National Park is the perfect place to indulge in the lush green jungle and connect with Mother Earth. It boasts beautiful trails, incredible wildlife, breathtaking landscapes, stunning waterfalls, and more. It is definitely one of Bolivia's many highlights. Due to abysmal driving conditions, Yungas Road in Bolivia has earned the nickname Death Road and is included in several lists of the planet's most dangerous routes. Built in the 1930s by Paraguayan prisoners during the Chaco War, at places it was cut into the steep cliffside. One side of the road is solid rock, and the other falls off into a 600-meter abyss. Most of the road is only 3.5 meters wide, and some sections are unpaved, without guardrails. Warm and humid winds from the Amazon hit upon the eastern slopes of Andes, bringing heavy rains and fog, drenching the already dangerous road in torrents of water. Internet fame turned this road into a destination for extreme sports enthusiasts, especially downhill bikers. While the rest of Bolivia drives on the right side, here, vehicles drive on the left. The road has gained certain attention in popular culture, including Top Gear's Bolivia special and the BBC show World's Most Dangerous Roads. Today, a new paved highway has safely diverted most vehicle traffic, including buses off of the so-called Death Road, leaving the original curving, narrow dirt route to guided bike tours and individual drivers looking for an adventure. The Valle de las Animas, or Valley of the Souls, is a densely packed forest of rock formations, each stabbing toward the sky in great clusters. Formed out of mud rock and erosion over hundreds of years, the stunning valley has drawn visitors for thousands of years. When people first visited this valley, they believed the spires resembled petrified souls, which gave the area its name. Since that time, a steady stream of hikers has visited the valley to marvel at the thousands of rugged peaks which form deep gorges and many side passages and sub-valleys. Adding to the mystique and beauty of the site is the 15,000-foot Illimani, Bolivia's highest mountain that towers above the valley in the background. Practically considered holy ground by locals, Valle de las Animas has various hiking trails to entice intrepid travelers looking for a bit of adrenaline to go with otherworldly landscapes. When this valley was first discovered, it was said that the people believed that the towering spires were petrified souls, lost in time. The spires are formed from mud rock and erosion spanning hundreds of years. They are a direct result of a melting glacier millions of years ago. Valle de las Animas is explored by way of gravel and dirt paths lined by cliff sides. With that in mind, it is best to avoid visiting during the rainy season as it can lead to mud and small landslides. The best time to visit Valle de las Animas is during the dry season, which starts in June and lasts until September. As a bonus, this time of year brings blue skies to beautifully backdrop the earthen spires. La Paz in Bolivia is the highest capital city in the world, so the visit will literally take your breath away. The air in La Paz, Bolivia is so thin that your lungs won't at first have a clue what is going on. That's why it is necessary to take the sightseeing in La Paz slowly. The spectacular setting of La Paz is probably its most precious asset. Were this city plonked amidst an uninspiring landscape, you'd be tempted to make yours a very fleeting visit. But as maddening as the city is, and trust us, it is, you'll be forced to soak it up at a leisurely pace. This is one of those breathtaking travel destinations that really takes the adjective to heart. Sitting at an eye-popping altitude of over 4,000 meters, the undisputed people's capital is precariously perched atop and all along the vertiginous sides of a river-carved plateau on the edge of the astounding Bolivian Altiplano. The altitude means your lungs will scream for oxygen at every step, and stopping for a headache-relieving cup of coca tea becomes an hourly habit, but that's okay. The only thing you need to really enjoy and discover La Paz is time. Everything else can wait. The city's layout closely resembles a bowl, with the most affluent inhabitants taking up the comfortable center and the poorest living along the side and top of the canyon. In La Paz, the higher you live, the poorer you are, views notwithstanding. Visitors tend to use taxis a lot in La Paz, rather unsurprisingly, as walking extensively at this altitude is seriously hard work. The Puma Qataris are characterized by being efficient and environmentally friendly. It is a means of transport that can be used by the whole public. La Paz, Bolivia, is a vibrant blend of indigenous and European cultural influences, creating a unique and dynamic cultural landscape. Bolivia has produced a thriving artistic society, from painting and sculpture to classical and traditional music, as well as folk dancing. La Paz is alive with colorful festivals, performances, and cultural expressions that reflect the Andean heritage and the historical European presence, making it a center for cultural pride. Nestled in the heart of a picturesque valley, surrounded by rolling mountains, Sucre is where you'll discover colonial elegance set amidst the grand Andean landscape. As the nation's constitutional capital and a UNESCO World Heritage City, Sucre is alive with history, vibrant markets, and some of the country's best preserved colonial architecture in South America. Sucre is known as the White City for its stunning whitewashed Spanish colonial buildings, is Bolivia's constitutional capital, and is one of the most historically significant cities in the country. Sucre is such a charming, laid-back city with cobblestone streets, grand churches, and high energy, a place where history meets modern Bolivian culture. Sucre is a place where you really connect with Bolivia as a country, and is a place to understand its soul. It's the kind of place where you might plan to stay a few days, but end up staying a few weeks. Sucre is cheap, stunning, and full of adventure. Trust us when we say that it's definitely worth adding to your Bolivia itinerary. Sucre's initial success was down to silver. As well as exploiting deposits in the area, it became an administrative hub for the larger reserves in Potosí, 160 kilometers to the south, and a center of Spanish colonial power. Wealth flowed into the city, funding the construction of the grand buildings that would later see it designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. If you're a food lover, you'll enjoy the wide range of dining options, from traditional Bolivian dishes and vegetarian delicacies to exquisite European fine dining. The city's vibrant culinary scene ensures there's something for every taste. Sucre is also home to an array of fascinating museums covering diverse themes like religious art, gemstones, ethnography, indigenous culture, and folklore. These museums offer an enriching insight into Bolivia's past and present, making them a must-visit for history buffs. For outdoor enthusiasts, Sucre offers a variety of hiking options in its stunning surrounding countryside. From exploring waterfalls and remote indigenous villages to discovering dinosaur footprints along the way, the area offers unique adventures. A small town in eastern Bolivia with temperate climate, chilled-out vibe. It's easy to see why a fair few European immigrants have settled here, and there's certainly enough things to do in Samaipata to keep you entertained for a few days. At the heart of Samaipata is its main plaza, a picturesque square surrounded by colorful colonial-style buildings, cafes, and restaurants. The plaza is the perfect place to relax and soak in the laid-back atmosphere of the town. You'll often find locals and tourists alike sitting on benches, sipping coffee, or enjoying local treats. From here, it's easy to explore the town's small shops, many of which sell handmade crafts and textiles. Often referred to as a gateway between Bolivia's lowlands and the highlands, Samaipata is surrounded by lush greenery, rolling hills, and ancient ruins. Its relaxed atmosphere makes it a favorite destination for travelers looking to unwind, explore the region's rich natural beauty, or delve into Bolivia's fascinating pre-Columbian history. Welcome to the vibrant town of Copacabana, nestled along the shores of Lake Titicaca in Bolivia. This picturesque destination offers a perfect blend of natural beauty, rich culture, and fascinating history. As you explore Copacabana, you'll be mesmerized by the azure waters of the lake, the towering peaks of the Andes, and the warmth of the local community. As you step foot in Copacabana, you'll be greeted by a breathtaking landscape encompassing crystal-clear waters, rolling hills, and snow-capped mountains. This small town was once an important Inca ceremonial center. Its name translates to "view of the lake" in the indigenous Aymara language. This idyllic setting serves as a backdrop to a town deeply rooted in tradition and spirituality. Copacabana is famous for its revered basilica, where pilgrims gather to seek blessings and pay homage to the Virgen de Copacabana, the patron saint of Bolivia. Explore the narrow streets adorned with vibrant handicraft markets, sample delectable local cuisine, and immerse yourself in the authentic Andean culture. Whether you seek tranquility by the lakeside, embark on a boat tour to the mystical Isla del Sol, or delve into the region's fascinating history, Copacabana promises an unforgettable experience that will leave you in awe of its natural wonders and cultural heritage. Copacabana serves as a perfect starting point for various excursions, allowing you to explore the surrounding area at your own pace. From boat tours that reveal the secrets of the lake's sparkling waters to invigorating hikes that lead to breathtaking viewpoints, the possibilities are endless. With so much to offer, your time in Copacabana promises to be an unforgettable experience, filled with moments of awe, serenity, and exploration. Bolivia is not just a destination, but a journey that touches the soul of South America. The diversity of landscapes, cultures, and rhythms of life turns every trip here into an unforgettable experience. And when you leave Bolivia, you carry with you not only beautiful photographs, but also the lingering echo of a land both wild and wondrous.